What's up, everybody? I don't even know where to begin, actually. Thing is, I came here. Nature. Sometimes when I am really, truly fed up with life, I find some peace in nature. And today my heart is aching. I know I've been through a lot, through thick and thin, and this is just a blip. I shouldn't be like this at all. You know, sometimes even the strongest people cannot say fuck it to everything and keep moving. Sometimes you need to take a moment, time out, reflect, express the anguish and pain that's in your heart. And sometimes it's not the hardest thing, the one that triggers it. Sometimes it's just the smallest thing, you know, on top of so many other things. And then you get triggered, and then you can just stay home and take some, I don't know, some diazepam, some Valium, some Xanax, something in the lines to chill, or you can go out. It was really sunny, actually, but as I was preparing my tea and whatnot to come here, it started getting cloudy in my rain. It's been raining all week long. See, the thing is, there are so many changes in my life, I don't even know where to begin with. And I gotta admit that I am at loss. That even though that you know that you cannot count on anyone but yourself, the ones that were by your side, stop being by your side. And all plans get ruined and you're lost, and let's stop being this enigmatic. See, the thing is, so the hairdresser, she told me, like, why don't you try to get to know other people? And so I met my current boyfriend, my current boyfriend, and for the very first moment, I realized I was almost scared as to how similar we were, or we are, and it was flippin' scary, you know, a guy I had never seen and had the same taste, same hobbies, same personality. It was like almost, you are too similar. But yeah, everything was good, smooth. Then I guess he was used to being admired by girls, and I wasn't having that, so he started treating me differently. Not bad, but you know, sort of cheeky, sort of a little bit unpolitely. Not bad again, but not different in a bad way. And I decided to take a break, you know. I never called it quits, but I took a break, and I then, as you probably have seen, I went to visit my good friend to the Netherlands. And while I was there, I realized, like, this friend and I, we could really have something real good, you know? Like, we always liked one another, but I guess we never dared to express our feelings because we don't want to lose the friendship. So even though we were like peas in a pod, We didn't express a thing, nothing happened. I came back here, summer came, I was doing my thing. Then one fine day, I went to visit my best friend. She lives in a city nearby my boyfriend's, or I don't know who he is, but let's call him boyfriend for this sake. Nearby, in a nearby village. And she was like, why don't you call him? Like, see what it's all about. You two, you had something beautiful going on, and I didn't have very many expectations, but I called him. And he immediately said yes to meet for a coffee. I immediately told him that, look, this is not the kind of meeting like we're gonna be something from now on. We're just gonna have a coffee. But you know what? We went and we had this coffee. He had to leave for work. And then I suddenly, miss him. I knew Michael couldn't be. I knew my best friend. He lives in another dimension. And it was like, how? He came all charming once again, and I was like, how could I ever stop talking to this guy, So we started talking again, and we started dating again. Fast forward, however long you want to, I was getting here and there, and of course I'm applying for jobs and looking for a job. But I was looking for a job abroad. It was my dream. If not Australia, the US, Canada, even the Netherlands. I loved it up there. Never been, but I loved it. It was like, I have my job in here. Why don't you apply for jobs in here? And I was like, are you sure? And he was like, oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm 100% sure. And I was like, okay, maybe I reached an age. Maybe I reached an age that I have to stop daydreaming. And maybe I have to live some dreams as just dreams and settle down, Yeah, maybe it's not the place that I'd like to live, but I'm gonna have someone real good by my side. And after all, don't we all aspire to be loved, which is something that I've been lacking all my life? So I decided, okay, fine, I'm gonna start applying for jobs around here. So this is what I've been doing. And I had a job interview, didn't go this good, but then I had this job interview, and this was Thursday. Well, in the meantime, my parents told me that I should be out of the house ASAP. Okay, but first let me have a salary. And steady job at least, one that pays rent. So, I went to this interview this past Thursday. Today's Saturday. And I think, even though it's not my dream job, it's at the reception of a holiday resort, whatever, 6 hours a day, 6 days per week, and the holiday that you have once a week, it changes every single week. It's crazy. It's a job. And I feel like the interview went pretty well, and it's real nearby where he lives. But at his place, it's real small for 2 people. And I want to adopt a dog. He has a cat. I don't want to refuse to my whatever. And I know this is gonna be long, you guys, but I just got to get out of my chest all of this. You're a trooper if you've been here. You're a real friend, actually. So, they told me that they would contact me either yesterday, Friday, or Monday, but I have the feeling that I got the job. They were talking about money and schedules, and it's not like the feeling that we'll call you. It's like, we're gonna need you in a very short term, so I can kiss goodbye all of this. And I go and tell my boyfriend, and instead of sounding excited, he sounded like bummed. It was like, shouldn't you be happy, that I got this interview and it went well? And he was like, well, it's not that much money. was not your dream job. And at the end, it's like, yeah, I know all of that, but what are you trying to tell me? Are you trying to get rid of me somehow? So last week he couldn't make it here, obviously. Obviously, not obviously, but he couldn't make it here because he was tired. So this week, given the fact that I'm on my period and I have a little bit of stomach issues, I decided that I'm the one that I am tired. But that's not the issue. The issue is that I was telling, my best friend, like, he hasn't even invited me to move in with him. And this is so sketchy. And I started looking for places of my own, and just this morning, my best friend, she sent me this beautiful house, 2 stories, garden, and there's this bumblebee. What's up? And this community swimming pool, 200 meters by the beach, and this town nearby. And the price is crazy. The house is almost new. It's like new. All the furniture is gorgeous. 600 euros. Like, we can do this if we split the bill, which we obviously would. And I sent him, and he didn't say a thing. So I ended up calling him, FaceTiming him. And it was like, yeah, whatever. I don't want to move there. And I was like, what? And I ended the phone call, in the best worst possible, but it started bothering me. So I decided to call him back, and it was like, look, I don't think it's fair, that I give up some part of my dreams and I give up my life and I move onto your surroundings, even though it's not the place where I like to live, just to be with you. And all I'm asking for you is to consider moving to a better place so we can both live. And you know what he's told me? He's told me that, oh, it doesn't work like that. He's not moving from his town, city, actually, even though it's 10 minutes away driving. And that he's not moving from his flat, point blank. Because he doesn't know how we will coexist. And if anything were to go wrong, he's not willing to give up his life. And I've told him, well, you haven't even invited me to move in with you to begin with. And he's like, well, we'll see first if you get the job, and then we'll discuss about you moving in with me. And it's like, I cannot flipping believe this. So right now I feel pretty unloved. I don't know whether I should fight this fight or I should call it quits. He says he loves me. But my therapist always tells me, like, he's the biggest kid. And my good friend, she's like, the only thing you ask for him, is change house, move to a new place, you guys' place, not his place. And he's not even willing to do that. That's not fair. And when we were talking about this on the phone with him earlier today, he's told me, look, I'm gonna get showered, talk to you afterwards. And I was like, what? But okay. He hasn't contacted me. I doubt he will. And I don't even understand, like 3 weeks ago, he introduced me to his family, the entire family. And I was doing this, and I am exhausted, and I don't even know right now, like, why did I apply to that job at a place that I loathe? Not everybody's on board. Is he on board? What's this? And I don't know what to do. I don't know whether refuse the job offer or take it and rent a place for my own and spend all the money that I will earn paying some rent and being lonely and alone, or because I don't want to move into a place that I'm not invited to begin with. And I don't understand why he doesn't want to move out of that place. Like, I think it's really selfish it's real selfish to say, you know, in case anything goes bad, I have my place. So, in case anything goes bad, I have moved from my town, from my dream, to be next to you, and you cannot move directions, addresses. I don't know whether I'm being selfish or he's being selfish, but that's where I'm at, and I'm pretty fed up with life. And to sum it all up, when I'm pretty fed up with life, which is where I began to blog, and I feel lost, I come here and I visit Kaoru's burial place. She was my pet bunny. Souls do not stay where they are buried, but it's a place where I come to cry and vent and talk, and then after this, of course, I will go to the cemetery. Call me lame, I don't know, it's something I do. I never told anyone. Actually, not even my family knows that. I go there and I cry by my grandparents' graveyard. Again, I can almost suppose they're no longer there, but you know, it's like finding a place to communicate, and then I cry my eyes out, and then I head back home, and we call it a day. And this is what I'm doing tonight to you guys with me, because I don't know, I want to hear your guys' opinion. Sometimes I think that if I wrote my life, they would put it in the sci-fi section, but it's not, you know. Reality overcomes fiction, and it is so beautiful and peaceful out here. So, thank you for always being here. Bye.